C-Star, it's an emergency.
Oh my god, what happened?
I need a game to review.
It's 2 a.m. This isn't an emergency.
You don't understand, man. I need this. People can only listen to me talk about Kirby's Epic Yarn so many times until they're bored.
Alright, anything in particular you want?
Something with really great characters, first of all. The plot should be something like solving mysteries and shit. I kind of want to sit back and read a story, but also play a game.
Ever tried the Ace Attorney series?
Oh, I've heard of it, so, I can just review the trilogy.
Apollo Justice.
What?
Play Apollo Justice, damn it.
But why?
Just do it.
Okay. Jeez. Thanks.
Alright, I'm going back to sleep.
Well, I'm going to be covering some games from the Ace Attorney franchise. I've always wanted to get into Ace Attorney, but never found the time to do so, but with basically no other option to make a video on, I took the opportunity. I'll be reviewing the original trilogy of the games, so Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations, as well as Apollo Justice because C-Star demanded me to play it. I mean, it's either play Apollo Justice or lose my kidneys, and I'm pretty sure I need my kidneys for something, so I'll play Apollo Justice too. I might play some of the later titles as well, but that depends on if I have the time or not. I won't be posting all of these videos one after another. They'll be spaced out across the channel for whenever the fuck I want them made, because if I don't space them out, it would rival the times I've talked about Kirby's Epic Yarn. Anyways, I'll be starting with the first game in the franchise, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which I will now refer to as Ace Attorney, is a visual novel adventure game developed by Capcom, originally released on October 12, 2001 for the Game Boy Advance in Japan. This game has since received ports for... Dear Lord! Nintendo DS, Windows, Nintendo Wii, iOS, Android, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, all released at different times. I can't bother naming them all. My lungs are very important to me. The first time an English translation of the game was released was on the Nintendo DS version, released on September 15th, 2005, which is going to be the version I cover today. The protagonist of this story is newbie defense attorney Phoenix Wright. The game starts with Phoenix representing Larry Butts, his childhood friend, who has been accused of murder. There's no way he actually committed the murder, right? I mean, with a face like that, I'd still keep my children away from him, but he wouldn't kill anyone. The gameplay of Ace Attorney can be split into two sections, the investigation and the trial. During investigations, you interact with NPCs, which could be witnesses or just random people, usually witnesses, and search for evidence that could be used in the trial. Because this is a Nintendo DS game, the touchscreen has to be used. The touchscreen is used to check your evidence and to examine your surroundings. In the investigations, the game provides everything you need to keep gathering evidence for the trial. It's up to you to know what to present to the witnesses to get information out of them, and it's up to your keen eye to spot anything that could be used. Of course, the trials won't start until you have everything you need, as to not lock you into a losing situation. The trials are what people know Ace Attorney for, whether it be the memes or the iconic music. As a defense attorney, your main goal in these trials is to prove your client is innocent. To do so, you will hear the testimonies of the witnesses and point out any contradictions or lies that are said in their testimonies. You can either press the witness for more information, or when you find an inconsistency, you can present a piece of evidence that contradicts the witness's statement. If you get it right, you get to feel great. If not, you either live with it or load save file. And that's the gameplay. Because most of the game plays itself, Ace Attorney is simple enough that my dog could play.
Well, okay, maybe not. Alright. Okay, be careful. Be careful.
But its simplicity gives more room for the plots and the cases, and especially the characters to shine. To me, and definitely many others, the characters are the standout in Ace Attorney. Each character, from Phoenix to the prosecutors to the witnesses, are all given so much personality. Ace Attorney manages to find a way to be both absolutely hilarious to incredibly intense. Each and every interaction in this game is written very well, and each character is a character that I enjoyed seeing, with the slight exception of that one guy that speaks in Leet Speak. Did not age very well. The dialogue is cleverly written and very funny. Especially Edgeworth, he gets the funniest lines in this game. I absolutely love playing as a spiky-haired defense attorney with a spirit-channeling sidekick who constantly craves food, in a world where court cases only last 3 days. The over-the-top nature of each character really brings out the humor in this game. During investigations and trials, NPCs all have different expressions that they can express. They range from looking dead inside like Edgeworth, Edgeworth, and Edgeworth to absolutely comical and, well, over the top. While Ace Attorney is really funny, the incidents that occur and certain moments of the game can get you really emotional. I really like the way that Ace Attorney is written as well. Each case starts off mostly disconnected from each other, but as each case progresses, more information is revealed that ties everything together. I absolutely love stories that do this, because it reveals more about the cases that have already been solved, making everything feel more interesting, and making you go, that's the thing from the other thing when I did the thing! Ace Attorney was originally released on the Game Boy Advance, so the artwork in this game is all pixel-based, which gives it a lot of charm in my eyes. Even though this game was released 19 years ago, the visuals have held up really well. Each character is drawn hilariously and are given actions that fit their character and show off a lot of their personality. Mr. White flashes his jewelry, Old Bag looks at you dismissively, Grossberg looks like he's about to shit himself, and it shows both the characters and the sprite art have been made very well. There's the Ace Attorney Trilogy, a package of the first 3 games that is available on a whole load of platforms which features redone sprites with smoother lines, but I honestly prefer the sprite art over the smooth artwork. Sure, Grossberg over here looks as smooth as my brain whenever I play this game, but he also looks glossy and unnatural compared to the original sprite art. He still looks like he's about to shit himself though. I get why the new artwork was made, because having sprites stretched out on a big screen would look fuzzy and have really poor quality, but I just really like the sprite art compared to the HD art. One of the greatest things in Ace Attorney is its great sound design. The OST is iconic, you've definitely heard at least one Ace Attorney track in your life. We all know the courtroom music from the cross-examination music to the pursuit theme from this game. Here's the thing though, most of these just loop after a minute or so, and I don't even know how one of the most iconic video game tracks of all time was made out of a loop of 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's real impressive. The soundtrack does a great job of portraying the atmosphere of the situation, whether it's solemn or intense. The sound effects in Ace Attorney also do a great job of making you feel like a badass. From Phoenix's iconic objection, to the table slam, to the slash effect when you hit the spot on pointing out a contradiction, Ace Attorney does a great job of putting a lot of action into a game where you're basically just standing in one spot shouting at people about clocks or something. I give Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney a 9 out of 10. A really enjoyable experience that holds up really well even though it's almost 2 decades old. I really like the writing in this game, especially cases 2 and 4, and the characters are pretty great. Even though I really like this game, no game is perfect, and I'm here to tell you all about it. Ace Attorney basically plays itself. You pick an option, read text, pick an option, you get the idea. It is a visual novel though, so I kinda got what I expected. The game's linearity has been brought up by many critics, and while I don't have the problem with the linear gameplay itself, I do find that Ace Attorney has a heavy lack of replayability. You enjoy it once, okay, but the only thing you can do when revisiting a case is to just play it again. You already know everything, so why play it again? And that's it. I don't have any other complaints about this game. I highly recommend playing Ace Attorney. It's a really fun experience for those who enjoy mysteries or detective stories or want to simulate on a realistic court. I'd recommend playing this game on the DS or in the Trilogy, with the DS version looking nicer and the touch controls actually not being all too bad, and the Trilogy being more accessible and being more comfortable to play on a bigger screen. Alright, there's also an anime, but I don't know anything about that one other than people shooting hurricanes out of their fingers. At the time of making this video, I haven't played any of the other titles, though I will be reviewing Justice for All next, and I don't even know if it will be the next video or not, but I can guarantee that video will exist. Man, playing Ace Attorney makes me really want to become a defense attorney. Yeah, I quit YouTube.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Don't Shoot.
Hold it! Ow. Your Honor, he's guilty.
You're the defense.
Well, 3 win.
Fuck. Well, at least I could just load my save file. Well, back to YouTube.